more active, more thwarting of their efforts. And he said, we've got to drive inside, start to make things happen.
Holly, thank you. Texas Tech has led most of the way, but it's only a 4-point lead right now. And Jay, there's no question that the Volunteers appear to have a little bit extra burst of energy in the second half.
Yeah, this three-guard lineup has been, I think, helpful. One, to spread the floor, but they've been a little bit more active on the defensive end. Their shot blocking has been excellent. I mean, Tennessee's blocked 6 shots in this game, 3 by John Fulkerson alone. Good cut.
And a foul called. It'll go on to McCullough to send Vescovy to the line.
Can we celebrate the block call?
Yes. Well, we mentioned this is the 25th annual Men's Jimmy V Classic. Coming up on Sunday, the 20th annual Women's Jimmy V Classic. Number 14, Kentucky, and number 7, Louisville. And then it's number 1, South Carolina, hosting number 8, Maryland. Both games are on ESPN and the app. One app, one tap. To donate to the V Foundation for Cancer Research, go to v.org. And to watch an outstanding player, unfortunately, Paige Becker's averaging better than 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists per game with a fractured tibia and out 6 to 8 weeks. Just an outstanding player.
She's fantastic to watch. Her and Caitlin Clark from Iowa, I think, are the 2 most dynamic players in the country to watch. I'm just glad that injury wasn't worse. I thought it could have been season ending. Good cut.
And good recovery. Chandler got a piece of it, but Bacho stuffs it home.
Bacho didn't give up on the play. Looked like it might be an easy layup, but he went to get the offensive rebound.
Boy, 2 large people in the middle in Bacho and Plavcic, grabbing rebounds and trading blows at both ends of the floor.
Right, there have been very few offensive rebound opportunities in this game for Tennessee.
McCullough trying to drive, can't get all the way in. O'Banner misses the corner 3, but a call against Ziegler of Tennessee away from the ball, and Bacho is injured.
McCullough did such a good job at getting the ball into the middle to find O'Banner. When the shot went up, Bacho went down. Not sure whether he caught one in the sternum. See Bacho number 4, and he just took an elbow right to the sternum. Got the wind knocked out of him.
And we talked about how big those 2 guys are and how physical both of them are. And that time Bacho got the worst of it, and they are going to go to the monitor just to have a look.
I don't know that could be anything. I mean, if they call anything, it's got to be an F1.
Right.
Because there was no call on the floor. So they would have to call it. You can't call a foul after you missed it. You'd have to rule it an F1 through the replay.
Right elbow of Plavcic right there.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything. That just looked like a normal box out. And I can't imagine you'd call anything here. He wasn't even looking at him. It wasn't like he threw a shot at him. It's just sort of incidental contact. And incidental contact doesn't mean it didn't hurt. It just means it's not the kind of thing you call a foul on.
Mark Adams getting an explanation from one of the officials, Doug Sermons, right now. And the good news is Bacho is up and okay, and in fact will stay in the game.
It's Texas Tech basketball.
So remember, the whistle on the play was a foul away from the ball on Zakai Ziegler.
And Bacho's got to come out of the game because there was a injury timeout, so he can't remain in the game. It's one of the quirks in the rules.
Bryson Williams takes his place. Vescovy tips it away, takes it away, and has it rejected by Warren. A spectacular block by Davion Warren.
It has just been one great defensive play after another
What a rebound by James.
And James is an outstanding offensive rebounder, leads this team in with 8 blocks coming into this game, that averages over 6 rebounds a game.
And a foul is called, and another Red Raider is down, and this time it is McCullough, but he's okay.
The steal was clean with the right hand, but the left hand was on the ball handler. But what a tremendous block here by Davion Warren. Got all ball. And Vescovy with a really smart play to take it the other way and take that steal. But that's just a bucket-saving play defensively by Davion Warren. Here's the last foul. Watch the right hand is clean, but the left hand's wrapped around him.
There have been 9 blocks in the game. 6 for Tennessee, 3 for Texas Tech. Warren got the switch.
Now rescreen.
Tough pull-up. Tough shot by McCullough. Chandler on the bench right now for Tennessee after picking up his 3rd foul. Ziegler at the point.
And one thing that Texas Tech has done really well in the many things is their ball pressure has been really good. It's tough to see open people when you got that much pressure on the ball. You take away vision. Right now, Texas Tech is making every ball handler think about his defender rather than what he wants to do with the ball. And that's a sign of really good defense.
And I'll tell you, Mark Adams came into this game, as Jay mentioned in the first half, not being real thrilled with his team's recent defensive performances. He's got to be pretty happy with them so far tonight, and he's got to be pretty happy with that drive by McCullough.
Yeah, strong drive. McCullough's such a good player.
Ziegler just too quick.
He's so quick you can't react. Up on the glass before the shot blockers could get their arms up.
Think he's going to be a favorite in Knoxville the next 4 years?
He'll be a favorite everywhere.
Shannon goes around Vescovy.
What a catch by O'Banner. That looked like it was going into the bench. Caught that behind him. He needs to take on this matchup.
Drives on Plavcic. McCullough with a step in. And a great rebound by James. But
Look
a great
at
effort by Bacho.
That is a big time play by Bacho. Big time.
Yeah, that looked like it was Tennessee ball, and Bacho, the biggest Red Raider on the court, hit the court to tie it up.
McCullough with the great drive, the kiss off the glass, avoiding the defense, and Ziegler quick on quick.
New players, new coaches. It'll be must-see TV.
Welcome to the playoff.
Cincinnati knows it's us against the world, and the world right now is Alabama.
Michigan is a dangerous team.
Georgia's been dominant all season.
This is big lights, big stage.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday, December 31st on ESPN. Welcome home.
I need 3 garlic butter bacon burgers.
Coming right up.
Will someone grab me some more cheese? Keep that garlic butter coming.
Burger up.
Order up. Sonic garlic butter bacon burger.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get 1.9% APR financing on the 2022 ES350.
introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2 is think. You should spend some time in thought. And number 3 is you should have your emotions moved to tears. Could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day.
Big week. It is V Week at ESPN. Our partnership with the V Foundation highlights the urgent need for cancer research and the elimination of racial disparities in cancer outcomes. You can learn more and help support by visiting v.org/donate. And you are looking at Bob Valvano, Jim Valvano's brother. 2 important things about Bob. 1, he is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And 2, he is a cancer survivor as well. Bob has been fighting the fight in recent months. I texted with him a bunch over the summer, and if you follow Bob on Twitter, you will see it. But thrilled to see Bob Valvano back in an arena doing what he loves to do.
Yeah, I saw him up at the Breslin Center where Michigan State was taking on Louisville. He does Louisville's games and was a guest recently on his outstanding radio show in Louisville. Not a better guy than Bob Valvano.
And if I may, and Jay knows this, my dad is in the fight right now as well. And Dad, we love you. He's watching at home back in Toronto, and we're all thinking about you.
Yeah, we send all our best to the entire Shulman family, but especially your dad.
First game of the Jimmy V Classic, Syracuse and Villanova. What should be a ton of fun coming up in the second game. Scivvy misses the...
This like it's going to come down to some of those toughness plays about loose balls, grabbing a big rebound, making a big defensive play, because points have been hard to come by. That play Bacho just made on the other end, giving his body up for that loose ball, that's the kind of play that could wind up deciding this game.
And a turnover winds up in the hands of Fulkerson.
I don't know where Bacho was throwing that ball. Even if Warren had caught it, where's he going to go with it?
Boy, good job by O'Banner staying in front of Chandler. That's not easy.
Well, they switch everything, and for the most part, Texas Tech's been down in the stance and ready on every play.
Air ball Ziegler. How about Tennessee, Jay? 2 for 22 from beyond the arc as a block is called on Vescovi. That'll be his third. Number 3 on Vescovi. It'll be Red Raider ball as Rick Barnes considers his options.
Tennessee on the offensive end, the last couple possessions, have done a better job of using shot fakes and ball fakes. If they continue to do that, they're going to have some opportunities.
Color checks the shot clock. It's under 10. Warren cuts. Turnaround, air ball.
And I'm not sure you're going to one-on-one your way to scores in this one. The ball's got to move.
As we mentioned, the ball's just 2 for 22 from beyond the arc.
A lot of those shots have felt rushed. They've had some open ones.
Again, great recovery by the Red Raiders. A pretty good look, though, for James, but now Tennessee 2 for 23. McCullough takes a bump and should be going to the line. Should be a shooting foul, you would think, and it is.
Off a defensive rebound and an outlet. That's a good take by McCullough. You're going to get more in transition, more opportunity than in the half court against a set defense. And the last couple times down, McCullough's done a good job of attacking.
Let's send it over to Holly Rowe.
You guys, you see the size and length of this Texas Tech team, and they're kind of intriguing because they don't necessarily have a true point guard. Kevin McCullough's running it a little bit when he's in there. So's Terrence Shannon Jr. at times. But it allows them to switch 1 through 5. But McCullough did play point guard. He said, watching him here tonight, it reminds me a little bit of Tyrese Halliburton that played for Iowa State. 6'6", a big, long kid. I'm curious to see if this is something he can do well throughout the season.
Thank you, Holly. And now they will make a switch and bring in Malik Wilson, a 6'3" junior who was a raging cage in the last couple of years. He's more of a true point guard, but to Holly's point, he doesn't start, and McCullough is somewhat of an atypical point guard, but it allows them, as both you and Holly have mentioned, Jay, Mark Adams, his guys can switch 1 through 5 basically all night long.
Yeah, and Davion Warren's been playing a lot of point, but Wilson, who you mentioned from Louisiana, played with Cedric Russell of Ohio State, who made some huge threes in Columbus to beat Duke. And Russell's just wired to score, and those two together in the backcourt for Louisiana. That was some backcourt.
Nine minutes to go into regulation. In a hard-fought defensive affair, 4-point lead Red Raiders. Fulkerson, the kick. Ziegler, the penetration. Boy, again, the recovery, though. Tough baseline shot, not there for James.
And no second shots for Tennessee. But the recovery out, the help and then the recovery. And a lot of it because positioning has been so good, it's a one-way recovery. It's not help and recover because the help's already there.
The Banner misses a good look. He is now 4 for 13. It has really been a clinic in closeouts tonight for the Red Raiders, hasn't it?
A lot of alliteration.
Glad you noticed. Thank you for playing along. Boy, and we just heard a fan, and I don't know, I bet you he's wearing orange. He's sitting right behind us, and all he said was unbelievable. And I bet you what he's talking about is 2 for 24 from three-point range.
Well, it's also unbelievable there haven't been more shot fakes and drives. Because when you get those closeouts coming at you, you got to take advantage of them. Give a little shot fake and drive on by.
It's not like Texas Tech is hot or anything from outside the arc. They're 4 for 18, but that's better than 2 for 24.
And pick up your dribble there.
James the steal.
That's a block.
And it is. 7:39 to go. Second half of Game 1 here with the Jimmy V Men's Classic in New York City.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavors, blasted with Cinnadust.
The best thing to order is when you are sitting at soccer practice, order it through your phone while you're sitting there, and then you go and pick it up.
But you're much more of a planner than me.
I am.
And that's what I love about you.
Yes.
I'm not that prepared. It's more seat in my pants.
Got an incredibly compelling group of finalists, but only one of them will get a chance to lift this trophy and join this club.
The Friday at 8 on ESPN.
Here we go.
Halfway through the NFL's biggest season ever.
You can sell 15 minutes of nothing, 50 minutes of everything, and more time with sharp knives than anyone should be comfortable with. Squarespace is everything you need to sell anything.
If you need a gift for your girlfriend or your wife, no matter what the occasion, Adore.me.com is perfect. They have everything from lingerie to PJs, and you just order online. Couldn't be easier.
He got me a gorgeous set of lingerie. I was completely surprised.
Just go to Adore.me.com, pick up something she'll like, and your shopping's done. It's that easy. And there's free shipping and free exchanges.
Get today's holiday special. Sets start at just $24.95. That's 50% off. Go to Adore.me.com now.
She is gonna love it.
Meet Tempo, the home gym with a built-in personal trainer. Tempo helps you maximize every workout with custom plans and real-time feedback on your form. Get ready to discover what you're truly capable of. Buy now at tempo.fit.
Texas Tech Red Raiders leading Tennessee by 4. Villanova getting warmed up, or at least this Villanova fan getting warmed up as they will take on the Syracuse Orange in a very interesting second game here with the Jimmy V Classic, and we are excited to bring it to you. Been an interesting week for the Tennessee Volunteers. They went out to Boulder, flew out to Boulder Thursday, played Colorado on Saturday, fell behind early, wound up winning by 15. After the game Saturday, flew to New York City. Went and lifted weights at the Brooklyn Nets Training Center on Sunday. Practiced at the New York Athletic Club yesterday. Had a shoot around here with the Garden earlier today, and now they are playing the Red Raiders stage at Madison Square Garden. That's a busy week for this group. Let's go to Holly Rowe.
It's a busy week for the student athletes, but it's a similarly busy week for Kennedy Chandler's dad. He said, my dad is a warrior. He never misses a game. He went to all my games in high school. His dad, Kylan, and his stepmom, Rosalind, have been there every step of the way. They went all the way out to to Colorado. They were at Villanova for that game. They have really been road warriors. And Kennedy said, I wouldn't be where I am without my dad. He is my biggest support.
Two-point game with 4:20 to go. Villanova and Syracuse still to come. Fulkerson drives and is fouled. He's had a good game.
Fulkerson's a good free throw shooter. Shooting over 90% to start this year. Hasn't had a ton of reps yet.
Number 3 on Bacho. John Fulkerson's 139th game in a Tennessee uniform, and it's kind of unbelievable. Now nobody can make a shot right now.
Maybe they lifted too much at that that lift they had the other day after getting back from Colorado.
And since we're in New York, that feels like a Bronx cheer, doesn't it? That's the cheer from the volunteer fans for a made free throw. That's how long it's been.
Wrap up the comfort of Casper this holiday season and save up to 30% on gifts for every dreamer on your list. Like a magical Casper glow light for winding down, or plush pillows and warm yet airy flannel sheets for cozying up. Because this year, everyone deserves that well-rested feeling only from Casper. Gift the magic of Casper sleep with up to 30% off at Casper.com or a store near you.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it's Baker from next door. I think I got one of your packages. I opened it by mistake.
Huh. You sure they're not yours?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not mine.
Huh. Online shopping, it's my curse.
You and me both.
Hey, you got a wheelbarrow I could borrow? I'm gonna do a little mulching.
Yeah, I'll bring it over.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
Money is power. So with Boost Mobile, we help you find ways to keep more of it. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each with a free 5G phone when you switch. All on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save. Boost Mobile.
At Napa, get great deals on a variety of Craftsman tools to gift the DIYer in your family, like the Craftsman 20-volt drill driver combo for just $119. They'll never see it coming. When it comes to finding you great holiday deals, our motor never quits.
Introducing SimpliSafe's new wireless outdoor security camera. It works with SimpliSafe's already award-winning system. It's like adding an extra layer of home protection. Get it? Extra layer?
Award-winning home security just got better. SimpliSafe.
Well, guys, rejection seems to have been a theme tonight with 12 blocks. So I have the world's best rejection story for you. Rick Barnes, one of the fascinating characters in college basketball in his 7th season as a Tennessee head coach. When he was coming out of college, he sent letters to literally everyone in the game saying, I'd like to come in and be a graduate assistant. He got rejected by Bob Knight, Denny Crum, some of the best to ever do it, and even Tennessee, where he is now the head coach. I just love this story about him because he is a mover and a shaker. He's had about 27 different jobs in his life, everything from carting groceries to selling cigarettes illegally when he was a boy. He has just worked and worked and worked to be where he is now, and I just love his story of resilience, guys.
And he kept those letters? That's interesting as well. That'll motivate you. Well, it turned out all right for Coach Barnes. He's got well over 700 wins, Jay, in his coaching career.
Yeah, well, not only one of the great coaches, one of the great guys in the game.
If he can't make you laugh, you must not laugh.
Yeah, you don't have a sense of humor if he can't get to you. And he can get the needle out with the best of them.
4 minutes to go. A 1-point lead for Texas Tech.
One of my favorite Rick Barnes stories when Grant Williams was playing for him. Grant Williams' mother sent him a bunch of food, and Rick was trying to get Grant to lose weight. So he had him on a treadmill. He ate all his food while he was on the treadmill. I hope he's not hurt.
Oh, James getting up. Fortunately, he's okay. And count that basket for Williams. That will be a goaltending call. But how badly is it going for Tennessee at the offensive end right now? A wide open dunk opportunity for a guy who can dunk with ease in Josiah Jordan-James. Blew a tire and missed it.
They say don't take threes, get to the rim. That didn't even work. And I'm not sure that was goaltending. That was basket interference.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
The leap of faith. Some hesitate, but not you. You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Corona Extra. Find the fine line. Live La Vida Más Fina. And in part by Dollar General, where you save time and money every day. The Jimmy V Classic. Go to v.org/donate to raise money for cancer research. Tomorrow night, an NBA Wednesday doubleheader at 7:30. Giannis and the Bucks taking on the Heat. And then Steph and the Warriors hosting the Blazers. Our coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern. Speaking of the NBA, that guy made a lot of buckets right here in this building, didn't he?
Got a chance to talk to Allen Houston before the game. What a great guy and what a great player. Played for his dad, Wade Houston, at Tennessee. All-American, number retired. I heard something interesting today. Actually, Allen Houston told me this, that Bernard King and Ernie Grunfeld, their last game at Tennessee was against Syracuse in the NCAA tournament, and Jim Boeheim was the one that ended their careers. That's how long he's been in the game.
It was his first year as head coach, we determined, right? 76-77, I believe. 3-point lead, Texas Tech.
Got to take this matchup on.
Wilkerson with a cut, can't finish. Bacho bothered it and comes down with it.
Boy, Bacho's done a really good job trying to guard the ball, then getting back to contest that shot.
I'm sure for Rick Barnes, it feels like it has been forever since his team made a basket, and it kind of has.
Yeah, it has been forever.
They've missed their last 13 field goal attempts. Out of bounds, still Red Raider ball.
Seems like the best chance anybody has to score is get a goaltend, because nothing is going in.
It's been 9 minutes since Tennessee made a basket. And Mark Adams wants a timeout.
Just to extend the time period?
Well, whoever wins this game, they're still going to have a lot to talk about in the film session the day after tomorrow when they look at it. But at this point, you'd rather an ugly win than an ugly loss offensively, right?
That's really the only way to put salve on this is to win the game. Neither team has shot the ball well. I think both coaches have to be pleased with the defensive effort. But you don't see many shutouts in basketball.
No.
We've seen a multi-inning. I think Oral Hershiser would be very pleased.
Yeah, especially here in the last 9-10 minutes of action. You got to give some credit to the defense, but there have also been a lot of open looks that have been missed, and a couple of grumpy coaches right now, especially the one on the right. Well, a different shade of orange. We've got Tennessee in game 1, and we got Syracuse getting ready in game 2. Will it feel like the old Big East in here, you think, with Syracuse coming back to the Garden to take on Villanova?
Oh, I think it is going to feel very Big East-ish.
Of course, Villanova and Syracuse go a long way back, with both of them spending so many years in the Big East. Syracuse leading the all-time series 39-33. The last time they met just about 7 years ago.
That's hard to believe. It's been 7 years.
Yeah.
I'm glad these two teams are getting together here.
Shannon for 3. Great offensive rebound by O'Banner, and another block for Fulkerson.
Fulkerson just has a tremendous feel and timing to be able to. He got that ball from behind with both hands.
And to do it without fouling, too.
Exactly.
2.5 to go. Chandler back in the game for Tennessee. And it won't go down for Fulkerson. Over 9.5 minutes since they have made a field goal.
It's not just the initial shot, Dan. It's the fact that Tennessee can't get a second shot. Texas Tech's defensive rebounding has really been excellent throughout the course of this game.
And the Vols with just 5 offensive rebounds on the night. O'Banner keeps trying, just can't hit him. 4 for 15.
Fulkerson did a great job of warding off Bacho to get that defensive board.
There it is. How crazy a game is this? They make their first basket in 10 minutes, and it's a tie game.
Well, it's just a testament to hanging tough on the defensive end.
McCullough almost turned it over and gets a timeout called.
Smart play by McCullough, just to maintain possession in a game where possession is everything.
The last timeout they had, but it was worth it.
Vescovy just coming off that little pin down, kind of block screen, and O'Banner had to be pushed out to switch out onto him. When he gets his feet set, he can really shoot. Doesn't seem like anybody can in this game, but that was a gutsy shot by Vescovy. When he goes to restaurants, he puts the name Bob down because Santiago Vescovy is just a little bit too much for the hostess to handle.
Well, there's a connection between the Tennessee program and New York City. Ernie and Bernie. Ernie Grunfeld, Bernard King. Outstanding players, especially Bernard King, of course, and then Allen Houston. We talked about him already. Over 11,000 points in a Knick uniform.
Ernie and Bernie played for Ray Mears.
Allen Houston's probably saying, man, let me out there. I could make some shots.
You could do it now.
Yep.
You could definitely do it then.
Yep.
I promise you could do it now.
(41-41) with 1:37 to go. Raider ball.
You have to think that Texas Tech's going to want to go to Terrence Shannon here, trying to get something downhill going toward the basket.
Remember, Kennedy Chandler's playing with 4. It is Shannon.
And Bailey is right on him. There it goes.
O'Banner, short. And a foul going against Vescovy, and that will send the Red Raiders to the line for 1 and 1.
I think it's McCullough going to the line. And he leads this team in free throw attempts. He's not been knocking free throws down at a high rate this season. I can't imagine bigger free throws.
Came into the game at 60% on the season, 1 for 2 tonight.
And one thing, even though Texas Tech, both teams have had a hard time scoring, but even though Texas Tech has had some dry spells, it hasn't seemed to affect their defensive intensity, and that's pretty special. That is not the stroke of a 60% free throw shooter. I think McCullough can be Texas Tech's best player. He's got point guard skills, as Holly Rowe talked about, but he's also a high IQ player.
Made them both. Vescovy. Chandler. And again, good recovery by the Red Raiders. A deflection. It's loose. And it's a foul on Tennessee. And was that Chandler reaching in?
No, it looked like it was McCullough.
A foul on McCullough, excuse me. A foul on McCullough of Texas Tech.
But that's made one all game, has he? What a big bucket.
Shot clock turned off. McCullough driving, forcing, missing.
Plenty of time.
Lots of time. Chandler, Vescovy. And overtime is on the way here at the Garden. What a crazy way to end regulation.
Boy, Texas Tech went awfully early and then gave up a wide open 3 at the end of regulation. Boy, how big was that missed free throw by Terrence Shannon Jr. McCullough went early. There were still 10 seconds left, but here's that 3 by Josiah Jordan-James, the lefty with the injured hand. Knocks that down, and he hadn't come close to a 3 all game long, but hits the biggest one, and then wide open in the corner to end this thing, and Vescovy couldn't get it to go. And now, Dan Shulman, one of these teams has an opportunity to get to 50.
Maybe even both.
Let's not get crazy.
44-44 going to overtime. Texas Tech is shooting 29%. Tennessee is shooting 27%. And Tennessee went over 10 minutes of game time in the second half between field goals. Still got it to overtime and had a great look to win it at the end of regulation from a very good shooter in Vescovy.
Boy, when Josiah Jordan-James caught that ball, you're thinking, get to the rim, man. Get to the rim. Extend this thing. You're thinking, after all the missed threes, what are the chances this goes in? What a gutsy shot.
And now Villanova and Syracuse, who are ready to race out onto the court and begin warming up for their game. They got to cool down for a while because this one isn't over yet. Let's check in with Holly.
Just listening to Rick Barnes in the huddle, and he's like, guys, we're going to make our shots, and we're going to take good shots. We don't have to hurry up, but most importantly, let's not put them on the free throw line. Let's make them make some tough shots. He's just trying to breed some confidence in his group right now because it has not been a confident shooting night, and he's trying to help them feel better about themselves.
Anything to make anybody feel better about themselves when they take a shot in this game would be greatly appreciated. But if you're the Vols, you've got to feel, I don't know if fortunate is the right word, but
fortunate.
Yeah,
they're very fortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 4 of 34. They've taken 60 shots, 34 of them from 3.
Wow.
They've made 4 of those 34. 8 of 15 from the free throw line for Tennessee. That matches the 8 of 15 from the free throw line for Texas Tech. And Texas Tech hasn't actually shot the eyes out itself. 4 of 23 from 3 for the Red Raiders. Neither team shot 20% in the second half.
So both teams have scored more in a half 5 times this year than they scored in 40 minutes here tonight. But you know what? Brand new game. Overtime.
Just tomorrow, tell everybody we scored it by 1. So it was a great game.
That's right. Bacho and James. And the Red Raiders will start it.
Texas Tech's had a lot of isolation opportunities in the second half. They need to run something and really move this Tennessee defense before they attack it. Side ball screen trying to take it to the corner.
Shannon with a pull-up. Rebound Ziegler, the smallest guy on the court.
Fulkerson did a nice job of blocking out Bacho to keep him from the offensive glass.
Chandler sees a seam. James to Ziegler. And he turned it over.
A smart play by Bacho. Anytime you can get a ball from going out of bounds, even if you think your opponent was the last to touch it, go ahead and get it. It's a little 2-3 zone here for Tennessee.
Good defense by James. He can guard a lot of different players, can he? Gamble there by Chandler.
Yeah, James is their best defender. Long, active, really works hard.
Shannon, did he get it off in time? It appears that he did.
Great awareness. He caught that like a hand grenade with a pin pulled out. That's those are the ones that, why'd you pass it to me for?
Shannon with 14. He leads all scorers. Nobody for Tennessee is in double figures tonight. Ziegler with the ball. He leads them with 9. Vescovy inside. Fulkerson. That kind of a night for the Volunteers.
The timing was off. It was a good drive, and usually that kind of pass when the defender helps up is going to be a dunk. Back to man-to-man. Good cut.
Good pass. And the finish for Warren.
Really nice cut by Kevin McCullough. Back cut against the pressure, against the grain.
Chandler not able to get to the basket like he normally is. Ziegler a clean look. Red Raider basketball.
It's amazing how many black shirts go to the glass. It seems like all 5 Red Raiders defensive rebound. Vescovy went after it, but he was all by himself.
Tennessee has missed 46 shots in the game. They have gotten 6 of them back on the offensive glass. That's it. Shannon, and the lead grows to 6.
Give him a little bit of space. That was a very good stop and pop, and to do so without walking.
Tennessee scoreless in overtime. Chandler, Fulkerson with a foul.
Boy, smart play by Fulkerson. Through 2 shot blockers. That's going to open up the offensive glass. Vescovy's looking to reach. He's measuring. He almost knocked it away that a play ago.
He's playing with 4. Chandler's playing with 4 as well.
Got a switch.
McCullough tells Warren to clear out. Now the shot clock down to 5. Warren through traffic will head to the free throw line.
Strong take. Terrence Shannon Jr., the lefty from Chicago, has made some tough plays. Got a ball screen, switch, stopped, but kept that right foot down and then knocked it down. And this was the one where he had to split 2 defenders to beat the shot clock and just got it out of his fingers by the time that shot clock hit 0.
16 points, 12 rebounds tonight for Terrence Shannon Jr. And remember, and he's a great free throw shooter. Remember, he missed the second one that allowed Tennessee to come down and tie it. So nobody wants to do better than he does here in the overtime to try and secure a win for his team.
Both teams have missed about half their free throws in this game. And you have to think you make free throws, you could have gotten out of here with a win.
The lead is 5. Chandler with O'Banner on him, trying to take him. Oh, blocked. Bacho with another big defensive play.
As he had a game off the bench. So impactful around the rim. You got to be strong with the ball here. Every foul, you go to the free throw line, and Tennessee's going to look to take chances.
Shannon with a crossover, a pull-up, misses the three.
I don't know why you want to pull up from three there. Get to the rim. Give yourself a chance to get fouled. Fulkerson needs to get out of there, open the lane.
Yeah, he did. Chandler, the kick. James. And again, nothing doing on the offensive glass for Tennessee. And now they've got a foul.
If Texas Tech winds up winning this game, I feel like they won it on the glass. They just didn't allow second shots to Tennessee. Just about everybody in this game has 10 rebounds. There have been so many misses. But Bacho, the transfer from Arizona, that is a big-time block to get that before it hit the backboard. Another basket-saving block by Bacho and Texas Tech. They've had a number of those in this game.
You like saying Bacho?
I do. And you've had to say it. He's made us say it because he's been so good.
Got 10 rebounds. Only has taken one shot. He made it. He's got 3 points. Also has a free throw. But, you know, and the other stuff, too. The diving on the floor. Remember, he got injured earlier in the game. Chandler for 3. Oh, boy. Timeout, Rick Barnes. We will step aside. Red Raiders by 4, 33 seconds to go.
Looked like his hand got hit there too, didn't it?
The leap of faith. Some hesitate, but not you. You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
Welcome back. A 4-point game now after Kennedy Chandler, Jay, drills a 3.
Drilled it with McCullough right on his hand on the follow-through. There's still plenty of time for Tennessee to make something happen. You know, getting a steal, a trap. And I think they're going to look to trap and try to pick one off to take it the other way. But you can foul, extend this game.
Don't forget, we've still got another game coming from the Jimmy V Classic. It'll be Villanova, the 6th-ranked team in the nation, the Wildcats. Another very talented, tough, experienced team that Jay Wright has. They are 6-2 on the season, taking on the Syracuse Orange. Boeheim's everywhere. Jim, Buddy, Jimmy, and the defensive effort that his team showed from wire to wire tonight.
Well, if you put in a time capsule, the aliens won't come here. I know that.
They might get through the first half, but at some point in the second half, they said,
Earth's not worth it.
Texas Tech wins it in overtime as they take down Tennessee 57-52. Terrence Shannon Jr. and company with a hard-fought win tonight.